Hada Labo Goku Julian Lotion.
Hada Labo Goku Julian Lotion. Goku Jun. Hada Labo Goku Jun Lotion. Tomo arigato, Mr. Roboto, tomo tomo.
It's Alexa, and I'm going to share 10 tips for minimalist beauty that is also frugal, and on top of that, will leave you off better than you were before. At least that's been my experience. So let's get started. My first tip comes from a change that happened for me a number of years ago when I was writing for a beauty company, and I realized that everything about their expensive creams were basically lies. And as I was doing research for these creams and about the ingredients that they had, I learned that our skin has a natural moisture barrier. There's an oil barrier on your skin, and when you're constantly scrubbing it and scraping it off and rubbing it off with harsh cleansers, you're destroying that natural balance in your skin. And so I learned to wash my face with water. And I had always had problems with blemishes, and the moment I started doing that, my skin was totally clear and has been ever since. Wash your skin with water, and that also goes to a point in a video that I made a while ago reviewing a Japanese skincare book, and I kind of made a humorous video about it, but a key point that she made in the book was that your skin should have a vacation. And so I've started to wear less and less makeup, and at home I go many days without makeup, in fact, and all of that is great for your skin. So the more you can let it rest, the more you can wash with water. And at night, to get makeup off, I use something, like this, this kind of thing. You get at Target, Walgreens, whatever. My second point is another one that, because I gave up something, I'm seeing an incredible change, and that is in my hair. I've always had dandruff, or I thought I did, or dry scalp, or whatever it was. And my kid had mentioned, there's an old picture of me, and I've got very long hair in it. And he was like, hey, does your hair get that long anymore? And I thought, well, let me just try to grow it. And I cut my own hair anyway. So I was like, let's see what I can do. I found a great forum called, I want to say Long Hair Forum, and I'll link to it below. I discovered all these people making these wonderful little potions. They make their own little potions for themselves. But the main thing that they did, that I started to do, is conditioner only washing. So I personally use this mane and tail, and mainly, and I have a couple other ones, but I've just been doing this, just washing with conditioner. Occasionally, I'll throw very diluted shampoo on my hair, but not very often, and it's really made a difference. And like I said, the main thing I've noticed is no dandruff. So it turns out that maybe getting rid of your shampoo could result in better hair. And there's a lot more points about hair there. I will say another frugal point is that the people on this particular hair forum, they love to make their own little potions. And a lot of times, this is a little potion that I made. This was some argan oil, which also contained some kind of silicone in there. And, it was just one of those ends, put it on your ends kind of thing. And I've had it for years. It takes me forever to get through things like this. Well, reading on this forum, people make up all these different interesting, fun little potions for their hair. A lot of times they will take a regular conditioner, or very popular is to take a VO5 conditioner from the dollar store, and then they'll throw in oils, they'll throw in honey, all these other different things. Well, in my case, having read all that, I thought, well, let me stretch this a little bit. I put in some olive oil, and I put in some mineral oil, and there was already, like I said, a little bit of the argan oil and the other stuff in it. And I've been using mineral oil occasionally, and I'll just use this on my ends of my hair, and I think it's doing a good job. So that's a second frugal tip. Next tip: do you want to spend less money on razors? Well, one way to do it is to depilate. If you have a high pain tolerance, and you will start to get more used to it, this is actually kind of cool. And I've been doing this now for a while, and it's true. You don't buy razors anymore after this, and the hairs come back in thinner because they're not just chopped off with a razor. Always make sure that your hair is put up when you use this. Ask me how I know. I got some hair wrapped all around this thing one time, so that was bad. Number 4, nails. So I used to like to get the gel nails, but the problem with the gel nails is I do not have the discipline to then go get the gel nails removed or go through that process myself. So then I rip them off bit by bit, ripping off the top layer of my nails. Plus, who knows what kind of chemicals are in those things. So they look great, but they also cost, I can't seem to walk out of the beauty salon if I do that without spending like $50. Like I said, I only did it like once or twice a year anyway. Then I started getting these guys. These are these Impress, one-step gel Impress nails, and I have amazing results with these. And what I love about it too is I can be on a gig and I literally can do my nails right before the gig, like 5 minutes before going on stage, and they're ready to go. And then what I'll do is I usually can't stand to have them be very long, so I will chop them off. Another point, and I don't have it with me, but another point is to choose a signature scent and just stick with it. Point number 6, long hair. I think everybody knows if you have long hair, you can save a ton of money because you can put it up, you can wear it down, you can do a million different styles. And if you do want to grow your hair long, protecting it from heat is also very important. And I don't own a hair dryer, I do own a large barrel curling iron. Another point on the nails, like I said, I'm not doing the gel nails, but I do find a lot of times, one of these little buffer blocks is fantastic to have. And then I am just lately, I decluttered my colored polishes a long time ago, and for a while now, I just will use something like this, which is just this strength stuff, and it's just a clear polish, basically. Who knows if it really gives you biotin and strengthens your nails? Who knows about that? But I use it on my fingers and my toes occasionally, and it just looks really nice. It's simple and has a nice polished effect and costs next to nothing. Like I said, beauty creams, debates out. Are they really good or not? There are some creams like Triluma I would really recommend. It's a short-term prescription cream that you can use if you have like a pregnancy mask, which I had, and age spots and things like that. However, you're not supposed to use it for a long time. And then Retin-A, ostensibly you should use Retin-A, but it's like, I think with everything you have to understand the drawbacks. So let's say you use Retin-A, well, you have to be so careful about the sun. And every time I think I'm going to use it, and I have a tube of it, I never have the patience to go through the irritant stage. And then I'm always out in the sun. And then I think, you can do worse damage to your face if you're not careful. So that's, I think, the rule with so much of these interventions is, are you prepared for the consequences of the intervention? And the consequence of Retin-A and getting burned, not good. So maybe you could keep it for the winter, I don't know. But here's a better tip, and I love this. I just use clear zinc. Put it under your makeup, wear it all the time, every single day. And you need a physical barrier to block the sun's rays, not just a chemical barrier. So you just wear this under your makeup, and what is it, $5? And I just try to never run out of this stuff. And another thing is put it on your hands too. Try to remember, I forget that, but try to remember to put it on your hands. But that's better than any $100 cream. But let me tell you another cream that I freaking love. It's not a cream. It's, what do you call it? They say it's lotion, but it's not really lotion. It's weird hyaluronic Japanese stuff. Yes, made in Japan. And this is called Hada Labo Goku Juyeon Lotion.
Hada Labo Goku Juyeon Lotion. Goku Jun. Hada Labo Goku Jun Lotion. Tomo arigato, Mr. Robato, tomo tomo.
It does not irritate me in the least. I put it on morning and night. And the thing is, here's what you do. You wash your face. Like I said, if it's morning, you just wash your face with water. Or if you don't have any makeup on, wash your face with water. Dry it off. And then put a little tiny amount of this in your palm of your hand. Go like this. And then just pat it. And you just pat until your face starts getting sticky. And once you feel it's getting kind of sticky, it means it's sunken in. It just gives me a glow. And then I'll put some lotion on top of that. Sometimes I don't like to wear lotion very often, but sometimes I will. Love it. My other point, I might have lost track, but I thought I had 10, but I might have gone over 10. Whiten your teeth. Well, always see a dentist. That's very important. And if you don't have dental insurance, who cares? Just go pay for a dental cleaning. If you're paying for other things, you might as well pay for a dental cleaning. It's very important. I'm overdue, so I'm feeling a little guilty about saying that. But I found this stuff, these bright white teeth whitening strips, and they were kind of, it's a very waxy thing that sticks to your teeth. This, I really liked it. I would just say look around to find the brand that you like, because there's different brands. You can also just go with dollar store whitening stuff. That works perfectly well, and it's $1. Oh, and my last point, it's kind of a silly one, but I mainly use combs, like just crappy combs. Mainly because they're so easy to store, it's easy to travel with, and takes up almost no space. and brushes are kind of gross to clean out. So I mainly just use a comb all the time and save space. So those are my tips. The 2 points that I want to leave you with are these tips may actually result in better looking skin and hair than the expensive tips or the complicated routines or the tons and tons of irritating substances on your skin. Second of all, I read an article about how you could budget for your anti-aging routine of injectables and lasers and surgeries. And they had sort of just like in a financial spreadsheet, but this was a beauty finance spreadsheet. If you started in your 30s, if you started in your 40s, if you started in your 50s and your 60s, this is how much you would spend per year. And I just remember some figure like you should budget like $18,000 a year for this yearly cocktail of the things that you were going to do to your face. And I thought that was so incredibly, words fail. That is the amount of money you can set aside for your retirement, tax-free in the United States. It's just ludicrous. So the point is, save with these other things that will probably make you more beautiful, ironically, than spending a huge amount of money on invasive procedures. And having said that, one of my guilty pleasures is I love to pass the time. For me, it's like junk food of the mind, is to go to Makeup Alley or some other website and look up various procedures, which I would never do, and body modifications and tattoos and piercings and all these different things. I might, although I'm actually happy that piercings like this are now back in fashion. So there you go. Everything comes back around. And I periodically think about having a nose thing, but I don't think I'm going to do it. You know, I'm just like anybody else. I like to look at the stuff, but I think a much more intelligent use of your money and a simple way to live is to make your own little potions, know your beauty, play up your best features, and save a crap ton of money with frugal minimalist beauty. Did you like this? Please share your minimalist beauty tips in the comments below. Thanks for watching. Bye.